Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I am back to do the latest episode of the download. This episode is being recorded for you on May the 26th, 2021. We just had a full moon in Sagittarius hit during Gemini season. So huge release energy has been going on. That's definitely been coming through all of our readings lately. And if you've been feeling it, then congratulations. You're right in time with the energies that are being given to us on our behalf from the universe in harmony with Gaia and our highest, lightest, and brightest good. Okay, these releases I hear have been of long-standing ideas and connections that have been, I hear, detriment to the fulfillment of our life purpose, of our empowerment, of our self-love, and our conscious evolution. Okay, so we're going to get into the download here and see what the messages have today. For those who have requested the links sent to your cell phone, I just sent those out. So I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you who could join us while we're live. And for anyone who would like their personal mini messages at the end of the general today, I do have time for that available. So beginning with our words of clarity today for love, peace, and happiness. What do we have for love today? We have flow. Flow. And for peace today, we have relate. And for happiness today, we have collapse. The bottom of the deck is balance. Because balance is at the bottom of the deck, I see that we've found a measure of balance for ourselves. And so today, it's important for us to let things fall into place while we flow this love and peace and happiness energy and relate peacefully to others around us. So I hear where they're not necessarily in balance, it behooves us to stay in balance while we observe and listen where it is something that we feel that we are being guided to do. In other cases, we're going to be guided to relate and remove ourselves. I hear, okay, changing who you are is not giving yourself to anyone. Any unnatural change is a manufactured version of your true self. So there's the idea here of not changing your identity, your being, in order to sustain any situations. And so I see that anyone who has been putting on some sort of false front or attempting to appear to be a specific way in order to entertain a person or an experience, I see that the energies lately are bringing those false representations of the self down with the collapse energy. And that's because it's not an energy that can sustain itself. It's not true. And false falls off of real all the time. This is why fake lashes must be maintained, fake nails, any of that. The makeup, you got to do it over again. Anything that is false will eventually fall off. So being in connection with our authentic self is the most powerful way to connect authentically to others. I see here surprise connections happening at this time as you're sitting in that authentic nature, as you're flowing who and what you truly are. And I hear without regret and without remorse, without trying to sustain some false pretenses. A lot of people talk about this representative. When you meet somebody new, they send the representative through. And then after a while, you get to know the real person. And they're saying now is not the time for representatives. Now is the time for you to be who and what you truly are. It's time to be your true self. And if the connections you have don't sustain that, then those connections are, I hear, farce. In other words, they're not authentic they're not real, they're not sustained, they're not built on a true foundation of honesty. And so if they're not, they will eventually collapse. I feel like a lot of that has already happened. Anywhere where it's still happening, where ones are entertaining false connections or entertaining connections based off of trying to appear to be a specific way in order to appease another person's idea and version of who and what they are at the time, that those things are still going to be falling off. So there's the idea of, you can't fit in the box that people or society wants to put you in anymore. You're larger than that. So you're stepping out. I'm coming out. Stepping out and being your true authentic nature at this time. From P&Q's Oracle, a van with a person driving and Charizard. 3 fins and 2 hearts I see up there. Okay. So we see somebody here who's driving a van. Okay, this is Quentin's drawing. And he said that's Charizard in the background there. And so then, okay, thank you. I see duality in this. I see tribe here knowing that they have this Charizard part of yourself that will defend and burn down anything that is a threat, right? But this Charizard is in the van, and it is under the control of the one driving the vessel at this time. So that's indicating balance. So what I'm seeing there is the energy of the yin yang. It's the understanding of our own light and dark energies. It's the use of our darker shadow aspects to ultimately be in balance, bring balance, and maintain the balance. As sometimes there is a need to use your lower vibrational habits in self-defense, in honoring your boundaries, in maintaining the respect for your boundaries. Where others don't respect your boundaries, sometimes you do got to bring those shadow aspects up and use them. Or as I like to say, bring all your bees to the party. You know what I'm saying? You got all types of them inside of you. You got the real nice, humble ones. You got the mean ones. You got the mouthy ones. You got the ones with the hands. You got all types of them. And there's different times where those different aspects of the self prove useful as tools in your toolbox. Thank goodness for most of the times it's the happy one that gets to show up, because you're living in your authentic nature. And where you're not, I see that the energy is going to be drawing you strongly to begin to do so at this time. Okay, the full moon energies in Sagittarius under the energy of Gemini at this time, air and fire, and the fire is kicked up strongly when you add air to it, like it makes the fire spread. So I see, interesting. The download now is saying that this passion is so intense inside of us at this time to really burn through anything that is fake, false, any illusions, right? And the passion is driving us to move forward with this van and being in the driver's seat of it, moving forward to our goals without allowing anything to stop us, to hinder us. Also seeing, as we can see clearly how we are attracting these lower vibrational entities through self-defeatist beliefs and behaviors and patterns that we've held, that helps us to navigate around those circumstances and skip a lot of experiences that would be very unpleasurable if we allow them to continue, because now there's a greater level of awareness. Okay. I'm going to give a shout out to Jenny, our first commenter of the day, and to all of our silent stalkers, lovers, watchers, imitators, all those, even the haters. All right. From the word of clarity, interesting, because our guidance today that came out is immature. Immature. So it's like, the guidance is to address any immature energies. Somebody, anytime you're throwing a fit about something, it's like, look at yourself about why we're throwing a fit about it. I see that. I also see this is bringing the bees to the party. You might say some stuff and come across as immature to somebody else, but they don't seem to understand you when you tell them, you know what, this isn't working. Why don't you just back off? You tell them nice and calm, they don't understand that. Then you got to bring your bees to the party and throw a fit and put your foot down and let them know, like, we're not doing this no more. And you might use some other choice words, I'm saying. Okay. What else do we have? Multiply. Okay. Because I saw immature, I saw multiply. I saw that I needed to pull another card. Now I see multiply here. What's happening? Again, the growth, the change in your genetic makeup, the change in the way you're addressing things. Okay. You see that somebody's immature behavior in your environment has just continued to compound and expand and grow. Whoever this is we're talking about in your experience, they're not making evolutionary choices for themselves at this time. You see that they're on this collision course and their life is bringing in more and more chaotic circumstances. It's time to address any of these issues that are still, any of these experiences, any of these people that are still lingering in your life. The bottom of the deck is reciprocation. So again, if you try to address these individuals, these circumstances, these situations with a higher state of consciousness, with kinder, more peaceful means, and they can't relate to that, sometimes you got to put your foot down in a language that they understand, which might bring your ghetto out. It might bring your hood out. It might bring some other energy out of you that you don't particularly want to express. But if that's what it takes for you to accomplish the transmission of your message, to defend yourself, to honor those boundaries that you have set, well, then by all means, let it be. Okay. Because there is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. There is you and your authentic nature. Are you standing true for that? Are you allowing anything or anyone to hinder that, to come in between you and what you truly are? And if you are, why is that resonant within you? Where are you holding the energy that allows that to continue? And those are the things that we're going to address here. So let's see what's coming out of the Eye of Love Tarot. Before I do that, I want to say, what up, Red and Champagne? So thankful and grateful y'all could join me while we're live. Okay. Now, before we get into this, I also want to mention that this is a timeless message. So if you're in line with it now, wonderful. If you're in line with it at another point in time, whenever you need it, is by divine design that you'll find it. Hey, Georgina, so thankful and grateful that you could join us while we're live as well. So getting into the Eye of Love Tarot, I'm going to pull experience between you and an external energy. Some of you will relate to this as a family member, a career, a romantic partner, a friendship. It could be anybody in your experience, but this is what needs to be discussed most. And so let's see what we have coming out on your side of the table. Show me our tribe in this situation, please and thank you. All right. So you're showing up as the Emperor. Praise. That is saying to me that you are standing in honoring your boundaries. Okay. Now, I also have what fell on the floor is a bonus card and the Five of Cups in reverse. You're standing in your boundaries and you're enforcing them with no regrets. That's what you're doing. Let's see what's going on the other side of the table. As you set your boundaries, you know, you pull away from these energies, these depleting, vampiric, feeding off of your goodness, your kindness, your finances, your sunshine, your starshine, your influence, right? These ones, as you pull away from them, that's what draws them in further. It shifts the runner-chaser dynamic. So let's see what's going on the other side of the table. As you're setting your boundaries, because you've gone through some strong emotional changes and you have no regrets about the changes that you're making in your life. How's the other side of the table showing up? We have the Three of Wands. They're waiting and hoping for things to get better. Okay, I see that. Somebody here waiting and hoping for things to get better. I hear somebody doesn't know how they're going to move on. I do hear that. What is it in tribe that is attracting these energies towards them? Let me see. I do see somebody here on the other side of the table that is hoping for a good outcome, hoping for things to, again, get better. What's attracting you in this one? Interesting. So ending, 10 of Wands. I'm going to just dig deeper. What's ending? The Page of Pentacles, the Empress energy, the Lover's card, and the Knight of Swords. So what I see ending is here, what's mutual between you and this person, what's attracting this other person to you, who is also in positive expectation of things getting better, is that you both been through an ending. You found your value, your worth, your honor, and you're nurturing yourself, and you're cutting through third-party situations. You're making powerful choices to I was going to say combat, but it's not combat, to uncreate and destroy all these negative energies in your life. We understand that there is balance and duality in all things, but we also understand that we don't have to entertain certain energies that make it such a strain. I hear that make it such a strain. What do we need to know in this situation? Please and thank you. What do you want tribe to know in this situation that they don't already know? So new information about this. The Two of Wands. Okay, and I got 4 cards flipping over, so we're going to check them out. Two of Wands. This is about a decision to move on, opening up horizons. Okay, and the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, feminine energy. But this is also discernment, being willing to listen and learn and receive information. Accepting the opportunity to converse with somebody, you're making a choice. You've done some investigation. You're getting some answers at this time on which way to move forward. And I feel like this is spirit showing you. Some of you say, okay, God, just show me a sign. Show me a sign of where to go. As you ask that, spirit is guiding you to what? Happiness, joy, union, harmony, pleasure. Yes. Okay, let me see. Why is this other person here showing up as the Three of Wands? Clarify the other person on the other side of the table with the Three of Wands. Okay. Showing up first with the Nine of Swords. First thought was worry, anxiety. Then I heard alignment. So let me see what we have here. Further clarifying, we have the Ace of Swords. So somebody here is really focused on what they've learned that is true. And the Four of Pentacles. This is about their own heart condition and about how they hold back their energy. Okay, so I see here somebody on the other side of the table, they've made a decision that was very difficult for them to make, to cut someone off. Yes, the final clarifier there is the King of Swords. Okay, for somebody, we're talking about a situation where this person, much like you, had to honor your boundaries with no regrets. There's somebody on the other side of the table that had to make a difficult choice to pull back their energy and cut off somebody. Let me see what they cut off. They cut off energy that was meant to heal them, but it was inactive. So something just wasn't going anywhere. They cut that situation off. What is the guidance for you? Because I feel like this energy wants to come through to you very quickly. The guidance for you is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, this is about cutting your losses. This is also about cutting off. It's okay to cut off any toxic connections. Anything that is, if it's causing you any form of abuse, if you've been sustaining any type of abuse, emotional, mental, or physical manipulation or abuse, then it's okay for you to remove that from your situation. The Seven of Pentacles. This is about doing the self-work. Also, the Eight of Cups. The self-work is in moving on. And the Ten of Pentacles. When you move on, you're going to find your abundance, your prosperity there. And the King of Pentacles is there. This is somebody who is tried, true, honest, stable. And I feel like this is you coming through tribe, true, honest, stable, ready, with all the resources you need to build any experience that you want to have in this physical world. Okay. I feel like you've let go of a lot of attachments in your life because emotionally they were just overwhelming. And you know that your bliss and your happiness is where your higher vibrational experiences unfold in the physical. You know that it happens first spiritually and then it follows through in the physical. And you know that for that to happen, you have to be there spiritually. And so letting go of any situations that we're bringing in the chaos, that's it. Somebody still is releasing those energies, okay? And I feel like as you do this, there is communication coming in, and it is something where you've overcome any emotional attachments there. And I see that that you have all that it takes for you to move on. I feel like you've got a handle on your anger and your passion as well. You don't just jump into things, but I feel like there is somebody approaching to you. This one that's approaching to you is coming from a distance, And what are they bringing? They want to be in peace. So I do see, is this something from the past or is this something new? Oh, yeah, this is something that you brought an end to already. And there was some immature behaviors there because of low vibration, toxicity, addictions, codependency, abandonment issues that arose through, look at that, not knowing when to say no to the next drink for somebody and not having enough money. So it looks to me like there's still something going to play through. As much as I don't want to say it, look at that karmic connection at the bottom of the deck. There's a karmic connection here that's still trying to come back to you. Okay, whoever this person is, they could have had a drinking problem or a drug problem, or they could have just been a very like a depressing energy. I do feel that this is something you already brought to an end. I do feel like this person, they're starting to see the error of their ways. You know that it was a lot of fears involved in this, and they want to approach. And I feel like this is important for you to know, because it's like, as many times as I said this, I'm sick and tired of saying it, but I got to say what's coming through, which is like, you got to learn to say no. This is giving you another chance to stand your ground, to prove that you're truly in the new energy. Your response to this is going to be important and significant, you see, because if you say yes, this is saying you're not done with the past karmic cycle. If you say no, you're saying I'm done with the past karmic cycle. I'm ready for some new energies. I'm ready for a new experience, okay? And so this is a beautiful opportunity to confirm that, yeah, you're ready for new energy. So I feel like if you're meeting somebody new, I feel like this person comes through with a bitter energy that they don't wear on their immediate face. I feel like this person, if you're meeting somebody new, it's the representative that's coming through. Okay, so there's that energy there too. I'm just going to use the Prism Oracle and delve a little bit deeper and see what we have. Show me a tribe in this, please, and thank you. I'm going to use the Prism Oracle and the Secrets of the Tarot deck to go deeper, to dig another layer. If you're watching this video now, obviously you are. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, let's see. On tribe side of the table, what do we have? Strength. You're standing in your power. You're standing in your strength. You've understood that you are worthy of being treated. I hear you're putting yourself on a pedestal, and there's nothing wrong with that. In today's society, they would have you think that, oh, you cocky, you full of yourself, you're selfish, you're egotistical. You know what? Go ahead and keep all your judgments to yourself. I know my value and my worth, and you can see me any way you want to. But I tell you what, if that's how you feel about me, how about you not see me at all? Woo-hoo. I'm snippety snappity today. You see all my bees is coming through. At least a mouthy one. She's here, you know. She gonna do what she gonna do. Show me why tribe is showing up as strength, please, and thank you. Ooh, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. If it's not given to you, you ain't given to it. Yeah, I feel like you overgave to a lot of situations. The Knight of Cups is showing up here saying you're following your spiritual guidance, and you know, I feel this apology to self for not knowing better in the past. And a promise, I see a promise to honor thyself in all you choose moving forward. Yes, you know that it's important for you to take care of your heart. My mother used to, and my mother's coming through, she says, you have to guard your heart. Because the heart is so easy to love. Just to guard your heart. My mother used to tell me all the time. She said, Melinda, you used to fall in love with everybody so fast. You have to guard your heart. And some of you, it's not that you won't use your precious heart. You won't allow your precious heart to be abused, which is why the mastery of those shadow elements and traits of the self are so important. Because, honey, when you have to, you will pull them out and to protect that precious heart of yours. Yes. The Tower is here. I see that, let me see what, yeah, Tower is here. Surprise, you have happy surprises coming in. King of Pentacles, yeah, you coming into big stability on this. Why? Because you've been on the journey of self-discovery. You've been following your inner guidance system very strongly. You've been following your spiritual leadership, okay? And some of you do have an advisor, a spiritual advisor, or a go-to source. But for the most part, I do feel like you're intuitively knowing. You've learned enough that you're intuitively knowing what you need to do. And you know you're coming into big prosperity, stability for yourself at this time. And so you don't want, I hear, you know that you have to pull your energy back from others. I feel like for some of you, there's a choice here between having this situation and you can continue to put all your energy over there, or fulfilling your life purpose. And clearly you're following the life purpose. On the other side of the table, growth is there. Somebody here is in a growth phase. So we talked about somebody who's coming back from the past. The bottom of the deck here is caution. The caution is, you know, you saw the signs. I saw the signs and it opened up my mind. I saw the signs. Okay, Ace of Base coming through. I haven't heard that song in forever, but it all came through, channeled through so perfectly. So somebody here is growing, and you saw the signs in the past. I feel like this is the one that we talked about that you had to sever from. So let's see. Clarify the growth on the other side of the table, please. And thank you. Clarify the growth on the other side of the table. Why is this here? I hear consciousness is growing overall everywhere on Earth. Anybody who lives on Earth right now is in this growth phase of consciousness, okay? The Seven of Wands is here. This person is in defense mode. They finally found that they have something of value. In the past, I see this person was full of ego, but they really didn't know their value. They didn't know their worth. They didn't know how to honor and respect that. And they allowed themselves to be overrun by many external influences. I see this person is now protecting themselves from all these external influences, okay? And the Knight of Swords, they're dealing with their emotional issues. Yes, this person really wants to come at you very quickly, and they want to do the growth work because they want this chance to come into your experience. That's what they think they're doing. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they finally, again, they're finding their worth. They're finding their value. And for some of them, they're finding an opportunity to grow here. You know, they found the seed of truth. Somebody is here finally accessing the seed of truth. And what I'm hearing is some knowledge. It was dropped down on them. And they weren't ready for it, but it was still sitting there. Finally, they're tapping into that knowledge, okay? And the Ten of Wands, yeah, they're at this phase where they're asking Spirit to help them end these old cycles, yes. So what you can expect from this person, they're going to be in their emotions. They're going to be in their feels. And their intuition, they're going to start listening to it a lot better. The Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. This only happens because of the ending that's gone on here. What you need to know, rejection is God's protection and redirection. And so in this experience, I do feel like there was some rejection. I feel like first they rejected you. Now you've rejected them. Yes, clarifying by the Three of Cups. Part of why you rejected was because either they were entertaining other people in relationships, or their friendships or family ships, or their drinking or partying just got in the way of the connection. Yes, the Two of Wands, what you need to know, make a different choice. Yes, rejection. This path is blocked for you. Why? Because you've already dug all the truth out of it that hurts and sets you free. Do you really need to stay there and see more of the same stuff? You know, Spirit is telling you to move forward. Follow the arrows of love with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, let me see what is the guidance for you overall? Illumination. Now that you can see, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Now that you can see clearly, like, don't doubt what you know. You got to follow this. And your physical, there's a sun. Yeah. The physical evidence is there. I see you starting to feel better. Keep going in that way. Do you remember what it felt like entertaining that energy? Because I do see, you know, it came through yesterday from P&Q's Oracle, those two energies. Is you're burning those, all reminiscence, all traces of the connections. They're trying to stop you. Oh, no, she breaking free. We can't let her do that. Got to hold her in. Got to get her back. And it's like, keep choosing consciousness. Keep choosing awareness. Keep choosing pure positive energy. Keep choosing from what you've been learning. Learning don't do no good if you keep choosing the past. Yes, you know that there is a love here for you. You do know guidance in the heart. If it doesn't, if it can't bring the vibe that you're bringing, if it doesn't have its own cup to bring to the table, then it is not for you. Because remember, reciprocation was at the bottom of the words of clarity. This is about reciprocation. These energies of the past did not have their own cup to bring to the table, so it was not a Two of Cups situation. I do see somebody here, though, You're going to be real happy because the light is going to be shown on energy that does match your vibe. I also, on sidebar message, somebody's like, well, I mean, I've been in a relationship. Well, anywhere where you've been in a relationship, I see that you and your partner are coming. There's a reinvigoration of your relationship. For those who have been in a long-standing relationship, spirit coming through saying, you guys have been through something recently that was very difficult and transformative. But I see that this person, I feel like you've been in a relationship more than 3, 5, and 8 years specifically coming through. That's a long time. Y'all have been together for a while. You've been rocking and rolling through a whole lot of changes. I feel like you and your partner being able to communicate about a lot of these ideas that you have and emotional changes and intellectual changes that you've gone through. I do see that there is a partnership that's going to be reinvigorated here. Again, that only applies to you if you've been with this person a minimum of 3 years in a long-term, full commitment partnership. Okay, what else do we have though? Going back to our original storyline. The Hierophant. I almost said High Priestess, but the Hierophant. Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is saying, hey, look, check this out. You've learned a lot. Keep that in mind as you move forward. Pay attention to what actually brings a vibe, brings its own cup of love. If they don't have love for themselves, if they're going to be coming up here bringing some fake front, they don't have love. If they're trying to make themselves fit into what they think you will like, guess what? That's not self-love. Either it is something that's like you or it's not something that's like you. Either it does reciprocate on its own, but if you got to force it, you're going to always be having to force it. Spirit, Page of Swords, they're saying, continue to ask us for guidance. Continue to ask us to show you, to continue to ask for the signs and the clarity. Yes. And they're saying, we will guide you. And they want you to know that the end of the cycle of this whole battling energy, you finally found it. Why? Because you're choosing to sit with your true self. You're choosing to be that unapologetically. If they don't like it, that's not your problem. And you're not going to change and make yourself smaller and get into somebody's box to make them feel better. So I don't care if this is your family. I don't care if this is your partner or ex-partner or whoever this is, a boss, whatever. It is definitely, it's just not something you're willing to do anymore. Cut yourself off in order to elevate another. You ain't doing that no more. It's just not something you're willing to entertain anymore. I do see for somebody, you're going to surprise yourself when you come up on high-level commitment. For somebody, you are coming up on a high-level commitment. And it's going to be literally after you cut out these battling energies, these third-party influence energies, okay? If you are in a long-term commitment or a fresher commitment, I hear a year or less, and you are already official or living together, I see that there's been a little bit of third-party challenges there. I do feel that, no, I see that they're correcting my speech. They're saying it's not a feeling, it's a knowing. And you can see clearly that somebody here is realizing that their friendship circle has a huge effect that is undesirable on their connection, and that is being eliminated. And that could be on your side or their side. And I hear family influence and friendship circle. This is about social circles for somebody here. So this is what I have coming out of the download for you all today. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it's helped you. I trust it has. I trust spirit come through like it always do. And whenever you find this message, put something in here and let me know how it served you, okay? Shout outs to Kat and Septina. So thankful and grateful for all of your beautiful energy, your love that you send my way. And I'll be back. I'm coming back with a zodiac sign reading. What's the next zodiac sign up I have to do? Hold on, let me just take a peek at that while I got you live here. And that way I can relate that. Hold on a second. The next zodiac sign is Aquarius. I believe it's Aquarius. Hold on a sec. Nope, the next one is Leo. Leo tribe is the next one. So, boy, if I wouldn't know. Okay, so I'll be back momentarily. I'm going to reset my cards, clear them all, and get ready to do a Leo tribe full-length reading. So until next time, I'm sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.